Dangers of sedentary work. How to help yourself. If you start and end your workday at your desk, you're probably familiar with muscle stiffness, neck pain, and a throbbing back. Every third working person spends their working day sitting, therefore, naturally, some muscles do not work, while the other part receives greater and constant loads and thus gets tired. Health insurance specialists and doctors name the most common health injuries that afflict office workers and how to avoid them. Health ailments related to sedentary work are the curse of our time. At first, they seem minor, causing more inconvenience than serious trouble, but in the long run, they can turn into serious ailments, such as thrombosis or a twisted spine. Although the treatment of all ailments related to office diseases, such as rehabilitation, orthoptist services and tools, wellness services, are reimbursed for those covered by health insurance, we must first take care of our health ourselves every day. The most common ailments of office workers. Muscle pain. If after a working day you start to feel pain in your hands more and more often, don't be too quick to blame the computer. As a result of sitting for a long time, the load on the body is distributed unevenly, and changes begin when working in this way for a long time. Especially heavy load falls on the shoulder girdle. Eventually, this leads to muscle tension, which causes severe pain that spreads to the hands. In order to prevent ailments or reduce their likelihood, the doctor recommends spending 10 minutes an hour changing your body position. Walking, doing special exercises for the back and neck. After working hours, it is advisable to engage in active leisure time. Only various sports or swimming in the pool are ideal for this. For those who want to relax more passively, a massage will do. Spinal curvature. Although sitting is the most common activity of modern man, but as the increasing number of people with spinal problems shows, we never learned how to sit. Most people are used to sitting slouched, cross-legged. They should know that sitting irregularly for a long time, turning to one side or the other, equalizes the physiological tendencies. Sitting irregularly for a long time can develop spinal curvature. It is diagnosed when the curvature exceeds 10 degrees. However, it is more common to develop an asymmetric or irregular posture that causes discomfort in everyday activities, from wearing clothes to limited physical activity. Both muscle pain and spine changes can be avoided by choosing the right work equipment, chair, desk, computer, etc., and by trying to sit straight, resting your forearms on the table. Swelling of the legs. If you sit for a long time with your legs down, they get tired and swollen. If the legs still do not move, then the cartilage of the kneecap is pressed, its nutrition is disrupted, and the knee begins to hurt. You can help yourself simply by moving your limbs from time to time. Stretch your legs, stand up, wiggle your toes. It is important not to raise your leg or to do so for a short time. Standing up puts pressure on the cartilage of the kneecap. Improving the workplace would also help to avoid problems with the legs. There are special chairs with legs that are adapted to comfortably hold the legs. If you do not plan to change the chair, then place a bench or other object of suitable height under the table, on which you would put your feet. This way you will avoid blood circulation disorders and pains. Headache. Working in an office requires considerable emotional and intellectual effort, so it is natural that it is draining. Tension, physical and emotional overwork often manifests itself in headaches. Headaches can mean two things: physical and emotional exhaustion. To avoid it, you should learn to listen to yourself. Emotional fatigue will be controlled by a positive attitude. The more willing we are to do the work, the less internal effort is needed, which means that more energy remains. Physical tension will be removed and headaches will be reduced by neck and shoulder massages, which will stimulate blood circulation. Also, if there is an opportunity, you can go for a walk on the way from work, do some exercise, or just do activities that please your heart after work and thus relax. This will help you focus your thoughts and relieve tension. Numbness of the limbs. During the cold period, the limbs freeze and thaw naturally due to temperature changes. There are other reasons why we suddenly stop feeling parts of our body. Usually the limbs become numb when the blood vessels are compressed due to the uncomfortable sitting position and the blood supply to the nerve is disturbed. You can get rid of the unpleasant feeling by changing the position. Then the blood vessels compress and the blood flows freely again. If the numbness of the limbs does not go away, then it is advisable to consult a doctor. The malaise may signal serious nerve diseases, and a specialist examination is required. Thanks for watching. If it was useful, please like and subscribe. Goodbye.